Hello, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you about select statement, how we are going to write select statement and what are the benefits we are getting while writing the select statement. Let's begin with from scratch by pressing the start button and select MySQL Server Management. It's a SQL Server Management Studio where the GUI we have installed the tool. If you haven't seen that particular session, you go back and check our previous lectures. You will have in a good session from the scratch. We have a downloaded SQL Server Management Studio and installed by shown you like a very step-by-step options as well. Now, by pressing and initiating SQL Server Management Studio, you will see this is the window and it will initiate you to like interacting with the database. I'll show you how to begin with SQL Server Management Studio here once again. Once you initiate this window connecting to the server, use your SQL Server username and password. Here it's two options available. You've seen that the one is an authentication mode is a Windows based authentication mode and second one is SQL Server authentication. Now I'm using SQL Server authentication here by entering default username is SCA and password I have set as an SCA123. Click connect here in SQL Server. Let's see here. Yes, we have a read that the connection is established successfully and the connection it is showing like a databases. This is the part is sufficient for us now. To seeing this, once if I expand databases, this is the like a dictionary here and see here system databases, database snapshots. These are the default from by default installation it will comes from along with the Microsoft SQL Server. Whereas what you have to concentrate here, like this is the database instance I have created and I have created the database also for convenient as well. See, if I expand here, this is the tables. Now see here, the tables if I expanded, these are the tables are available here. Like a schema name, it's in a production dot brands, production dot categories, production dot products. Like first one, it will indicates you the name of the schema and the second one, it is the name of the table. All right. Now similarly sales.customers, sales.order items, sales.orders, these are the another schema sales and name of the tables. Now we will see by using of this select statement like see here in this window like a server management studio, you're just selecting of the database. This is the one of the instance and this is the one of the database instance like that. Okay, now see here by expanding e-commerce like an e-com database like and selecting new query in the management studio. You have an by using mouse clicks you will get all the results set and everything. That is the beauty is available in Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Now let's see here we are opened a new query window. Now it's very simple. All you have to observe like this is the database it is selected. Based on the database what you are writing the query statements here, it will be performed in this particular database. Strongly remember. And now see here like I'm writing a select statement called SELECT, either capital or small letter. Like there is a no restriction in case sensitive in SQL Server like a SQL language. Okay, now wildcard I'm applying here. It is star indicates select star from. I'm making as of now it's in capital letters of SQL like a query language default keywords. Okay, select star from like SALES schema name of the schema dot customers name of the table. Okay, the customers and terminate at the end of the line. This is the query statement. I can say simply that This is the query statement. It is select star from sales, it's the name of the schema, and dot customers, the table from that schema. And at the end of the line, we are going to using it's not terminate. You have to try to like habituate like this is the standardization way of writing the SQL statements. This is the very best and simple statement I'll have shown here. Like see here, and just press execute here, or else you use the keyboard shortcut of F5 function keys. F1, F2, F3, 4 is there. No, like F5 is a function key. If you pressed or using the mouse and pressing this execute, it will be execute the query. Okay. Once we have written the query statement, and we have to run the query statement, then only we'll perform what is the statement output, what we are expecting and what we are writing about the query standardization. Okay, this is the select star from sales dot customers. It's a basic select statement I have written here, and if I executed this statement means I'm running the statement. This is the query window is useful for writing the queries. I am running the query and executing, running and initiating the query, and it is fetching the result set. This is the box it is showing the studio, the SQL Server Management Studio is having enough facility to show you the result set inside here. Top is the query window. We can run the queries, and we'll run the execute or by pressing the F5. Once the query statement is accurately true and there is a no errors, it will be fetch you the result set as an output and it will show you here. This is the second window. All right. The statement what it is saying that select star from sales dot customers means I am getting all the rows and with the columns from the table name, it's in a customers. That is the simple query statement. Now let's see here why we are using select and what is the select advantages are here available in this particular query language. Select clause specifies one or more columns to be retrieved using multiple columns need to be a comma separated here, and a separated column name to retrieve all the columns using the wildcard of star. Okay, it's a star, it's an indicating asterisk symbol. All right, and similarly I have written here select star from sales dot customers. Instead of using for this, I'm indicating wildcard as a star, means all the columns from the table. Whereas if I want only the customer ID and first name, I can write here like that, like select and customer ID. You just go like just a second. For the columns, I make it as in a small names. Customer underscore ID, comma. If you want to get two or more columns, you have to use comma based values. First underscore name. How the column name is representing in your table columns. Table column, these are all the table columns. See, this is the first row it is showing now. This is the column header. This is the column names or which are already existing in table names. Table column names. Okay. Now see these two columns only I'm fetching instead of using wildcard. Now how it is from where I want to get it from what is the table name sales dot customers. Let's see how it is. And first query we want to stop, like we can specify the comment lines by making two dash dash space. It's a changing the color of the query. The statement color is changed to green, means it is indicating it is a commented line on the query window, so it won't execute and it won't perform his action. Now you just simply press by pressing F5, you see the output. Here we go. What's wonder? All the column rows, the data rows from the table, we are getting only customer ID and first name. See, here we specified the same thing. Star indicates all the columns from the table, and instead of using wildcard, we can specify as our wish to write the column names, and we'll be get the only based on the specified column names only. And from, we are using the from here within the statement. As you see here, I have highlighted here, like from clause specifies one or more tables from the specified to retrieve the data rows, and where we are going to retrieving the data. That is very important. We are writing, selecting some column names from where, which table we are going to getting the data. We have to point out in the by writing the query, standardization of the query by like a select statement. Okay, in between we are specifying one table only here. In the example demonstration I have shown you here, this example I have shown you one single table. If you want to, from you are getting from more tables, you just specify a comma based here and specify one more table here. Also you can get the columns from different tables. And come to the point, it's a where clause. And why we are going to using where? It's a very wonderful question here. Now let's see here. I'm applying here where this is the class for filtering the data rows. It's very simple. Anyhow, you have in a where class sessions are there in our training session where you will understand very clearly. Whereas as a beginner and basic, I'm writing a select statement. You just simply find out here like a where what I can specify here. Customer ID is 10. This is the row only I sufficient instead of using and fetching all the records. See here how many records are there here. Expand the serial number 1445 records I'm getting. So I don't want all the details. Just I want to verify who is the customer ID is 1. So what I can do, where clause will filter the data rows. Where clause will filter the data rows. Now see here, very much pretty easy. Just a second here. Yes. Now type the customer underscore ID, where the column name, and passing the value of which row value you want to get as an output. Now, by pressing the execute and run the statement, see, instead of getting all the customer tables data, we are filtering the data into only the 10th, like the customer ID, where the 10 is getting the only single row. Which ID you are concerning about, you are getting the same simple single ID only. Why we are using where class? Yes, I want to read a single student information, and I have a database is having some lakhs of data. Instead of using star or column names from the table, and every time I want to fetch all the 1 lakh records to my front end or application where I want to filter all the data in my end. Whereas such a time, fetching all the lakhs of records, the server performance, database server performance may be degrades, network performance may be degrade, and application performance is may be degrade. All the things will the network congestion will appears. To avoid such a situations, use always filter the data records. Which record accurately you want to function and you want to work on it. You just get filter the data rows by applying the where class and the name of the columns, how many columns are there to filter the data rows and data records. Specify the value which you are going to be filtering and get the data records accurately how much data you require. That's it. Automatically the server as well as the application performance will increase more and more. And it's a very important interview question as well. Strongly remember it. What is the purpose we are using where? The purpose of the where class we are going to using and applying for to filter the data rows. Okay. Now in by using like a select statement, one more thing here. Yes, very simply. It's very simple like arithmetic operations also we can apply here. Select, just simply I'm writing 5 like into 3 as a result. What is the result I want to see? What is this? Like as yes, yes, result. Terminate, execute. See, will I get a result here? There we go. Let's see here. 15. Very simple. Like applying the query while writing the select statement, you can straight away specify the arithmetic operations here. And within the query statement also, like multiple columns, data rows to be calculated as a total. All the things can be done by writing select statements. And we have any sessions for like applying a sum of the total, like a combination of the rows, filtered data rows, and getting the single total, like all the column data value in the single value as a total, sum of the total, minimum value, maximum value. All these things can be covered for upcoming sessions one by one. I hopefully you understand about a select basic statement, how we are going to write the select statement, and hopefully you got it. Try to practice in your computer system with any of the database you create yourself, and make the select statement with the different functionalities. And similarly we have in a mini, like whichever the operator we are using, and filter the data rows, all the operators and all the statements while writing the select statement only we'll use. Hopefully you understand about this session. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you.